Good morning, cubies and newbies. I am Sunshine, and we're about to be invaded by a cat. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Hi. What you doing? What you doing? Maybe we're not going to be invaded by a cat. There's a cat right there. There. Can you see the cat? Can you see the cat? Nope. Come on. Up we go. No, never mind. Good morning. I thought today I would play with my mirror cubes. I have several. I am Sunshine. I'm the creator of the ABCube method for solving Rubik's cubes. Formula A is right there, 4 moves. Formula B is right there, 8 moves. With that, you can solve every complexity Rubik's cube. Formula A brings a piece to the top and twist it around if you want to, quarters for example, and B moves 3 pieces around, and always only ever 3 pieces around, and that's all you need to do to solve every complexity Rubik's cube, because parities are a lie and they can be undone with a single quarter turn. So good morning. How are you guys doing today? How's everybody today? I do love Saturday mornings. Kitty is watching us. I'm not sure whether she wants to jump up and join us or not. How's everybody this morning? Got any wonderful plans for today? All right. Let's show off my. Okay, so this is a 5x5. Not commercially available. I did buy it over the internet. Someone took a regular 5x5 and did a 3D printing of the pieces to turn it into a mirror cube. It's shiny and purple, so it's really pretty. I like it, but it takes forever. Takes forever to solve. All right, so this is just, like I said, it's just a regular 5x5. It's not magnetic or anything, and it's very pretty. I don't remember who I bought it from. This is my favorite, though. This is my GAN, and it was the first mirror cube that I had that had magnets, and I was totally sold. I have not pampered myself with GAN products as much as I need to. But the first time, long time ago, that I found a mirror cube, I'm like, ooh, I could probably, my brain went to what could I do with it, right? I could do that in dim lighting, where I can't tell the difference between the yellow and the white. It's a cube I can solve in the dark as I'm waiting to fall asleep, so I don't have to get up and turn the light off again. But I found that was not the case, because you have to have, everything has to be precisely lined up in order to turn, and it's hard to do when it's misshaped. So I enjoyed it, but I really couldn't do it in the dark like I had wanted to do. And this one you can, and it's so pretty. Isn't that just pretty? Look at how it shines. It's blue or purple depending on how the light hits it. And I'm a purple fan, you can't tell. So I'm really excited about that. I have several others, cheaper ones, but this is my second favorite, because this is a mirror cube that has 2 solutions. You can solve it by shape, in which case it looks like some modern paint something, or you can solve it by color, in which case it looks like it's just totally misshapen. So as I think most cubists are on the autism scale, and it's hard to put it down if it's not solved, right? And then you pick it up and you want to solve it without having to scramble it first. This is that cube, because I can pick it up and I can solve it for the colors and set it down, and then I can pick it up again and solve it for the shape and put it down again. So I like the fact that it has two different solves. And I will do it, and then of course we've got the 5x5. So these are my 3 favorite of the mirror cubes. So let's scramble them. Da-dum, da-dum, da-dum. Da-dum, da-dum. Da-dum, bum, 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 bum. Da, 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 da. I do not have any I do not have any favorite scrambles because I haven't learned any scrambles. There's just that I've when you hand scramble a lot, you kind of get into patterns. It's like, oh, I scrambled that in a pattern, didn't I? So you have to like toss it in the air and catch it again and keep going because it's hard to not scramble. All right, so that looks chaotic enough. And this one, ta-da! Ta-da! That's the thing about this. What makes it, one of the things that makes it solving difficult is that it has to be lined up, and it is hard to line uneven things up. And then a lot of times it just looks like a scramble instead of like it looks like a mess instead of a scramble. So that all right, so what do? It's just a 3x3. We know how to solve the 3x3. I usually work with I find opposites to work on. I work with yellow and white. But for the scrambled cube, it's easier to go big to little. So because as I hold it in my hands, the pieces that stick out the most are the largest pieces. Hey, 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 hey. Hey. Stop it. The chair is right next to the cat scratching post. Which does she use? Alright, so the larger pieces are easier to use. So it's easier to tell the largest pieces and the smallest pieces and the ones in between, so those become my side pieces. So this looks like a large piece, okay? And I go I break my routine when I am dealing with the shape because I gotta get the shapes to do. So I'll start with what I think might be a large piece, and then I line up the center first. Okay. All right. So that is the tallest there. Let's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. And not this way or this way. So it absolutely is the tallest. So we're convinced that this is the tallest piece. All right. So this one is level with it. This is now my yellow. Okay, so I'm looking for a large piece. This one might be a large piece. This one probably isn't. And this one isn't. But this one might be. So formula A to bring them to the top. Bottom row, right column. It's not level with my top yet. I'm going to keep going until it is. So that's not yellow side up. That's not tall side up. So I keep going. Formula A until I do get tall side up, slide it out of the way, and keep trying to find the tall side up. This is not a tall side. This one might be. There it is. Slide it. And this one might be. Keep going until the tall side is up. Alright, so size-wise, I've got the tall side face up. Okay, that's the equivalent of having the yellows face up. Or whatever color, if you're color neutral. Alright. Okay, now I check the sides to see if the sides match. And again, either one side will match, two sides will match, or all of them will match, or none of them will match. So we've got one side that matches here, facing away from me for headlights, and I'm going to do formula B with these two columns, which is going to move these three pieces around. So these two will continue to be side by side, but this one, these two, that will have the appearance of these two switching places, because this, instead of this here, this one's going to go over there, so it looks like it switched places. So slide up, slide down, slide down, and then Formula A to bring the long side back to the top, my active color, which is tall. Okay, slide the top to protect it. Keep going with this one. And what you don't have to know but can trust is that it's always going to be a multiple of 6, which means the bottom, that we don't care about yet, but we will later on, does not get messed up. Only the 3 pieces that we wanted to move are going to move. So there we go. The tall pieces are done. I can put those face down and work with trying to find the small pieces now, the short pieces. And we already know that they're going to be on the top. So Formula A is going to twist it until these pieces, the corner pieces, match the middle. Out, down, in, up. Out, down, in, up. Keep going. Out, down, in, up. Out, down, and up. Okay, that's flat side up. Slide it out of the way, keep going. Keep going, continue with this one. Out, down, in, up. Out, down, in, up. Slide, slide. Okay, so the short is on top, and my tallest has not been affected. So there we go. I usually line up the centers now, so the opposite edges are correct. So I'm just going to, is that the right size? No. That looks to be the right size. That looks to be the right size. That looks to be the right size. Okay, doesn't matter because it's not going to stay that way. But, so now I'm looking for, yellow, white, or left and right. I've got my tall and my short on the opposite edges. I'm looking for pieces that want to fit there. This looks like it might fit. And yes, that's the right size. So I bring it, I line it up to the front. Corners match the front. And then Formula B, row, first column, second column, to get my talls in place. Okay, you're not a tall, you might be a tall. Okay, corners match the front. Yes, it's the right length. Row, first column, second column, away, up, in, up, away, down, in, down. Okay, and we're just getting them there. You don't look like a tall, you don't look like a tall, you don't look like a tall, you don't look like a tall. So talls are on this side, so let's throw some smalls into place. Okay, this looks short. My corners, I have not lined up my corners yet, have I? There we go. So that, no, okay. I forgot to do the yellow, the shorts. All right, so now that the short side is on top, I look to see if there's any sides that match. This side matches, so I'm going to do Formula B to move these 3 pieces around. So up, up, down, down. Okay, and then bring the corners back to the top. Slide, Formula A, out, down, and up. Slide, out, down, and up. Out, down, and up. And now we can line it up top to the bottom. There we go. So now our 8 corners are correct to each other. All right, so I'm looking for, this is a short, so it's lined up to the distance of the front. So I'm going to move this, so Formula B, row, first column, second column. Up, up, down, down, and that put a short piece there and gave me a tall piece I can work with. So let's line up the corners to match the front. There we go. And make sure it's the right length. It is. Okay, so row, first column, second column, up, up, down, down. Okay, and we're getting there. We got one more. Looks like it's right there. Let's find this is not a tall or a short. This is not a tall or a short. This one's a short. So bring the corners to match the front. Okay. Determine that it really is, it does go in this direction. Yes, that's lined up square. So row, first column, second column. Slide up, slide up, slide down, and this piece is there, and we got ourselves a tall piece out here. Okay, so corners match the front. It's going in this direction. It's the right one. Slide up, slide up, slide down, okay, and then reset the centers just because I can. Alright, so the tall side is done. I can put it face down. How about that? The short side, oh, this one wants to go here, but there's another short side out here. Here's the short side. Bring the corners to match the front. Place it, slide up, slide down, and that is placed. Okay. So the short side is done, -1. We've already, this has the effect of that I've already displaced one. Actually, this is right here. Okay. It's where it wants to be, but it's incorrectly placed. It wants to be flipped. So I now check the sides to find a side piece that's incorrect. This is incorrect, this is incorrect, they're all incorrect. I can start anywhere I want to. So I'm going to displace this piece, this yellow, down to the side, and put this piece up to the top where I can work with it correctly. So slide up, slide down, and the tall side is face down until I finish the rest of this, because it sets properly. It can't do the short side because it offsets easily. So just because of the fact that the tall side sets properly, the tall side is the side that goes down. Okay, so now I find the piece on top that doesn't belong here. Okay, and I need to bring the corners to match the front. So I hold the top row, right? And I try it on each side. That does not match. That does not match. That matches. Okay, so the corners and match the front, and I determine which direction it's going to go. It does not fit this way. It fits this way. Okay, and so row, column, slide up, slide down. Okay, set the top if you want to, it doesn't matter. Looking for the piece on top that doesn't belong here, which is this one. Bring it, rotate it until the corners match the front. That's the one. Lines up. Okay. Determine, we're ignoring everything on top except for the one piece we're placing. Determine which direction it wants to go. It wants to go in this way. If you can't tell because the sides start getting closer together, you just test it. Okay, so it's going this direction. So row, first column, second column. Slide up, slide down. Okay, and that's done. And let's look at it again. This one's complete, this one's complete, this one's wrong, and this one's wrong. So we displace one of the incorrect pieces into an incorrect spot, which will bring that garbage piece to the top where we can work on it. Okay. Okay. So piece on top that's not the short one. Bring the corners to match the front. Not that one. There you go. Determine its direction, which is this way. Away, up, in, up, away, down, in, down. Okay, so that one's done. Look at the piece on top that doesn't belong there. Bringing the corners to match the front. Determine its direction. Away, up, away, down, in, down. And eventually you get to where you're there. Okay, now let's do on this one. I'm going to do it both ways. I'm going to do it color first. Ta-da! All right. Okay, so I start with yellow because I do. So here's a yellow. There's a lot of yellows on this side. I didn't scramble it very well. Let's try that again. Okay. All right. Here's a yellow. We're going to the corners. We're ignoring everything but corners. We're ignoring everything but yellow. Here's a yellow. Does this one have a yellow on it? No. Does this one have a yellow on it? Yes. So I'm going to bring the yellow to the top. Formula A, one row, one column, out, down, in, up. Is yellow on top? Yeah, let's keep it that way. Slide the top to protect it, keep it out of the way, and look for yellow here. Yep, there's one. Formula A will bring it to the top, out, down, in, up, out, down, in, up. Keep going, out, down, in, up, out, down, in, up. There we go. Slide the top to protect it. Keep it out of the way. Is there a yellow here? No. Is there a yellow here? No. Rotate the bottom by quarter turns till the answer is yes. There's got to be yellow in one of these two corners. And then Formula A will bring it to the top. I tried to buy, I saw a 4x4 that was a mirror cube that had colors on it, and thought, ooh, that will go so well with my 3x3. And so I bought it, and it was just random colors on the stickers. It was not solvable. It's like there's like, you know, one of the corners had 2 yellows on it, and there was only 3 corner stickers at all. And so I was very upset because it was just a mirror cube that had strange colors on it. It was not a double solve. Okay, so yellow's on top. Check the sides. Orange does not equal blue. Red equals red. Either one side matches, none of them match, or all of them match. If one side matches, it faces away from you, and you do Formula B. Slide up, slide up, slide down, slide down. And one cube stayed in place, the other 3 switch places. We bring the Formula A to bring the yellow back to the top, and now the sides will match. Up, up, slide, keep going, up, down, in, up, out, down, in, up, slide. If this was magnetic like this one, I'd be in love. Out, down, in, up, out, down, in, up, and yellow's on top again. Corners, sides match the corners. Corners match on the side, and so yellow's done. If you've just joined me, I am Sunshine. I created the ABCube method for solving Rubik's cubes, and today I'm playing with my mirror cubes. But I love to chat more than I love to monologue, and I love to teach more than I love to demonstrate. So, excuse me, ask me any questions, and I'll be happy to stop. Pause. All right, so we're solving this mirror cube by color because it's a double solve. So yellows is done. Yellow goes face down. We're going to work on the whites now. None of them are on top, so we're just going to start somewhere. Okay. Out, down, in, up. Out, down. Formula A brings your active color to the top, and twist it around if you want to. So this is on top. I'm going to slide it out of the way to protect it because I want it to stay that way. And so we'll continue on this piece that can stand to be twisted. Affected. Out, down, in, up. Out, down, in, up. Is my white on top? Not yet. Keep going. Out, down, in, up. Because of the nature of the cube, because of the mathematics of the cube, which you don't have to know but can trust, it will always be a multiple of 6 to get your color to the top while keeping your yellow side done. We're abandoning the yellow because we know it can take care of itself. And we're going to bring the white side to the top on this one, on these all 4 pieces. And when we've done it on all 4 pieces, the yellow will have resolved itself. out, down, in, up. There we go. Okay, slide the top, we keep going. Out, down, in, up, out, down. Because Formula A brings a piece to the top and twists it if it's on the top. Okay, white's on top again. Now I can check my yellows. They're still happy, or happy again. So now we look at the other colors. Orange does not equal green. Orange does not equal red. Green does not equal red, but blue matches. Okay, so we hold the cube so that those matching colors are to the side. We're going to do Formula B, which is going to move these three pieces around. These will stay side by side. This one's going to go over here, which has the effect of switching these two pieces. Slide up, slide up, slide down, and then bring my white back to the top again, because my yellows are still there. Out, down, in, up, out, down, in, up. Slide the top to keep it, to protect that one, and keep going here. Out, down, in, up, out, down, in, up. Slide the top to protect it, keep going, and when we're finished, the sides will match as well as the whites being on top, and our yellows will have taken themselves on a field trip and returned safely. Okay, so whites on top, yellows are still happy, and corners, slide the top as needed to make, and so the corners are now correct to each other. They're going to look like just a crazy shape because it's a double solve. Da-dum, bum bum ba-dum, bum bum. Okay. All right. Line up my whites and yellows just because I can. Yellow and white are left and right. Look for yellow and white pieces in the middle that can move out. Here's one. Corners match the front. It's going in the white direction. So, row, first column, second column. Away, up, in, up, away, down, in, down. Okay, that one's placed. Here's another one. Do this one. Corners match the front color. It's going in the yellow direction. Away, up, in, up, away, down, in, down. Okay. Flip. Yellow and white are still left and right. Bring the corners to match the front. Determine its direction. It's going this way. So, away, first up is where it's going to land. Second up is where it begins. Down, down. Okay. Here's the yellow one. Bring the corners to match the front. Or just keep placing them one piece at a time. It's going in the yellow direction, so it's going this. So first column, second column. Oh, there's an orange cat outside. That's my next door neighbor's cat. Up. Sorry, the legs caught my attention. Down. Down. Okay, so this one, the yellow and red is between the yellow-red corners. Flip it so it's on top. Yellow and white are left and right. Corners match the front. It's going in the white direction. First column, second column. Slide up. Slide up. Slide down. Slide down. Okay. Yellow or white? No. Yellow or white? Yes. Bring the corners to match the front. Color blocks! Yay! How you doing this morning? Okay, corners match the front. It's going in the white direction. Slide up. Slide up. Slide down. Slide down. I do like my double solve. I'm good. I have spent a week and a half down with COVID. Doing much better now. Still have a bit of a cough, but I'm not contagious anymore, and I'm feeling human. So corners match the front. It's going in the yellow direction. Slide up. Slide up. Slide down. Slide down. So it's the mirror cube is just a 3 by 3. We solve the exact same way. Okay, that's not yellow or white, 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 so now I assess. Okay, these are whites are all on the right side, the sides match, so white's complete, and yellow has one side that's not correct. Okay, I can place it correctly, but my first step on doing the size is to displace one, so we'll use this one as the one we're going to displace. So we check the sides. This one's in the correct place, so I don't want to move that one. This one's not in the correct place, so I'll move that one. So I'm going to place this piece down here, and that will give me a not yellow on the top that I can work with. So slide up, slide down, slide down. It occurs to me I should have said it correctly so you can know how to do that. All right. Piece on the top that's not yellow. Hold it. Bring the corners to match the front. Okay, corners match the front color. It's going in the green direction, not the blue direction, so it's going this way. So first column, second column, away, up, in, up, away, down, in, down. This corner is placed. This yellow is there. Let's find a piece on top that's not yellow. Yellow found its way back to the top, so now we reassess. Let's set my corners so I can reassess better. Okay, so this piece is not correct. This piece is not correct. These ones are. So I'm going to use my incorrect yellow to displace one of these two cubes. So I'm going to put this cube here. Slide up, slide down, piece on top that's not yellow, hold it that row, bring the corners to match the front, it's going in the blue direction. Oh, I did not set my centerpiece first. I wanted to set my centerpiece first. This is a good way to get a parity. This is a good way to show you how a parity is solved. So I'm going to pretend that I didn't pay attention to the centerpieces, and we're going to show you how a parity is solved. So corners match the front. It's going in the blue direction. Slide up, slide up. My center is a quarter turn off, which means if I don't correct it, which I'm not correcting it, I'm going to end up with a parity. Okay. Orange and blue, corners match the front, it's going in the blue direction this way, so away, up, in, up, out, down, in, down. Okay, so we're just setting the side corners, we're not caring about the center at all. Yellow's on top, look for a piece that's not yellow, yellow comes its way back to the top, so now we check. Red and blue is above the red and blue corner, red and green is above the red and green corner, green and orange is above that color. So the corners are all correct, and so and yellow found its way back to the top again. And yes, we can see that it's a parity because this wants to be here and this wants to be here. Whenever it looks like there's two pieces and only two pieces that need to be flipped, there's always three. The third one is the piece you can't see. It's the center that touches that parity. So I'm going to pretend that I can't see this. I'm going to move my parity move my center 1/4 turn. And I'm going to solve it again, and this time, this is to demonstrate that the center doesn't have to be correct, it just has to be an even number of turns off. So, get that back here. Alright, wait a minute, what am I doing? I've just moved it. Now I'm confused. Alright. I'm just going to set my centers now, because I got myself confused. So, there. Centers are now correct. Corners are still correct. No, they're not. There we go. This is what happens when you don't pay attention when you're in the middle of a solve. Okay, corners are correct to each other. Centers are not where they want to be. There we go. All right. And we're doing yellow and white now. We're doing the yellow and the opposite edges now. So these ones are out of the middle, but they're placed wrong, so I'm going to put a garbage piece in here, and then I'm going to work with that piece. Slide up, up, slide up, slide down, slide down. I do get confused with the misshapes. Okay, there's a yellow or white. Yellow's on top, white color's on top. Bring the corners to match the front. Okay, it's going in the yellow direction over here. So this is my row, this is my first column, this is my second column. And I start by moving away, up, in, up, away, down, in, down. Okay, here's another yellow, white or yellow on top. Bring the corners to match the front. Determine its direction over this way. Slide up, slide up, slide down, slide down. Here's a white. Flip it so it's on top. Corners match the front. Going in this direction. Slide up, slide up, slide down, slide down. And I'm having flashbacks to having to make sure that your cubes are lined up before you can move them. Back to the 80s. Alright, so yellow and white are left and right as dictated by the corners. Here's no more yellow whites in the middle, so let's assess. This one's correct, this one's not, so let's throw a garbage piece into here so it's in the middle where I can work at it. Slide up, slide up. Hello, kitty. Slide down, slide down. Okay, here's the yellow or white. Flip it so it's on top. Yellow and white are left and right as dictated by the corners. Bring the corners to the front to match the front. Determine direction and start by moving it away. Up, in, up, away, down, in, down. And that is placed. Here's another one. Flip it. Yellows and active colors on top. Yellow and white are left and right. Corners match the front. It's going in this direction. Slide up, slide up, slide down, slide down. Okay. Look for more. Here's one. Flip it. Bring the corners to match the front. It's going in the white direction. Away, up, in, up, away, down, in, down. And it's all just Formula V from here on out. La-di-da-di-da, over and over and over again. Looking for white or yellow. Here's one. On top, corners match the front. Determine its direction. Slide up, slide up, slide down, slide down. Looking for yellow or white in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4. None of them are there, so check the sides. That one, white is correct. Yellow is correct. Yay! Set the center before I do my sides, because this time I don't want to have a parity. Okay. We're checking the sides now to see if they're correct. This one's not correct, so I will displace a yellow into that spot. So it's on the top where I can work with it. Down, down. Okay. Look for a piece on top that's not the top color. Bring the corners to match the front. Only the bottom corners, we're ignoring the top. Corners match the front. Determine its direction. It's going into the red side over here. Away, first up. Back, second up. Away, first down. Back. Arrgh. I can line it up. And down. Looks for the piece on color on top is not the top color. Corners match the front. It's going in the green direction. Row, first column, second column. Slide up, slide up, slide down, slide down. This is why you either love or hate the ABCube. Okay, piece on top that's not yellow. Yellow made its way back to the top, so now we check the sides. This one, the red and blue is between the red and blue. This one's not correct. This one's not correct. So I'm going to take a incorrect yellow and displace one of the incorrect pieces, and then bring my yellows back to the top again. Let them find their way back to the top again. Okay, so this yellow will find its way back to the top again. So here we've got a green and orange, green and red. Bring the corners to match the front. Determine its direction. Start by moving away. First up is where it's going to land. Second up is where it begins. And if you look closely at it, for every left there's a right, for every up there's a down. It's a mathematical zero, so nothing is going on. You're only moving the three pieces you want to move. Piece on top that's not yellow, bring the corners to match the front. Determine its directions going this way, away, up, in, up, away, down, in, down. And yellow can't find its way back to the top, and so we reassess and it's done. Ha ha! And I'm going to leave it that way while I work on the other one. And then the 5x5 is done the exact same way. There's more pieces, so it takes longer. And there's more sides, so it's harder to line up, to scramble. So this, I scramble it because I know it's going to be fun, and then I always have to have it lined up, and it frustrates me to solve it. But I will indeed at least do the corners here. If you're new and just joined me, I'm Sunshine. I created the ABCube method for solving Rubik's Cubes. Happy to teach you, but for today I'm playing with my ABCubes, unless you have a question for me. My 3x3 speed, I'm not fast. I can do a 3x3 in about 1.5 minutes, but I can teach the 5x5 in about 2 hours. So that's my claim to fame. All right, so I'm holding this cube, and I'm looking for the largest corners. This looked like a large corner. Okay, so I'm looking for another piece. This looks like it might be a large corner. So I'm ignoring everything but the corners. I'm ignoring everything but the large size. So I'm going to do Formula A to see if I can twist this piece and bring a large piece up. And if this, let's see what's my most probable large piece on the bottom here? This one. Okay, so Formula A, one row, one column, bottom row, right column will move the corner, switches the corners and twist them around. So I need this corner to match this corner. So, sorry. Slide out, right side down, slide in, right side up. Well, that might be, but it's not on top, doesn't match visually, so let's keep going. Line up, line up, line up, line up. Out, down, in, up. That looks visually. Okay, so that side, so the top side matches. Slide the top to protect it, keep it out of the way, and continue working on this piece. Okay, is this a large piece? We don't know. Out, down, in, up. That looks taller than my large piece, which means this piece is not a large piece. This one's not correct. All right, so let's go back to here one and keep working on this one. Out, down, in, up. Out, down, in, up. That looks more like it matches. Okay, slide it out of the way, slide this one out of the way, keep going. We're looking maybe this piece. Out, down. Guys, this is too large for my picture. Is it easier for you guys if I just hold it out of frame and just use this camera instead? Can you see what I'm doing, or do you want me to have it in front of the camera? It's not that top yet. Let's do this again. Out, down, in, up, out, down, in, up. Really not visually there, is it? Alright, slide the top. Out, down, in, up. It's too big. Alright, so that looks like the top pieces are correct to each other, are the same size to each other. Okay, so now we check the sides. This side is not the same. This side is not the same. This side is not the same. This side is the same, maybe. So formula B is going to move these three pieces around. Slide up, slide up. You know what? This isn't working with this camera, because you just can't see what's happening. Should I continue it this way, or should I go to a different cube? Give me some feedback. Alright, so formula A. We'll bring the piece back to this. This is not visually. I'm getting the impression this is not visually appealing to you guys. So I'm going to set it down, and I'm going to do something else because it's just not framing in the camera right. Holler at me and I'll pick it back up again. In the meantime, let's move to the big cubes. I've been going piecemeal by piecemeal for this. I got the side edges done yesterday, and so all that's left is the centers now. Most people do the centers first. I'm doing the centers last, for several reasons. Number one, because that way I can solve every cube the same way. Every cube has 4 corners. I do the 4 corners first. The 2 by 2 is done. Everything else has colors programmed. And then if there's a parity on the edges, I can solve it with a single quarter turn and not have to worry about fixing it with my edges already done. So the likelihood of a parity is increased by doing the reduction method. It's not the only reason it happens, but it is increased. The odds are increased if you do the reduction method. So here's to demonstrate that you can use formula A on every piece for the first face, but it does affect all sides, so you don't want to do that for anything more than the first face. But I can if I want to. Let's demonstrate here. This piece wants to come up here, so I'm going to move the white pieces out of this layer. I'm going to bring this layer down, and I'm going to look at all 4 sides, all the other 3 sides, to see if any of them match up. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. All right, and there's no more in that face, and then this face comes back up again. Do the same thing with this one. Move these whites out of the way. This is not part of my method. This is a shortcut because I'm lazy. 1, 2, 3, nothing lined up there. 1, those lined up. So back to the top. Bring this one down and check the other 3 sides for these layers. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. There it goes. Okay, so I've lined up as many whites as I want, and then I put it in there. Move this over here, and this layer down. Sorry, I've got an itch on my eye. Okay, look at, there's 1, 2, 3, several of them lined up, not all of them did, and back to the top. So out, down, in, 2, 3, 1, and up. Okay, once more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Now, because I've only done Formula A very sloppily, I can set these back. I did not mess them up. So my cage is still done. And let me demonstrate again. So here's a piece that wants to go to the top. It does not want to land there, but it doesn't want to land there, but it can land there. So I move this piece out of the way. I move the space down. I move the piece into the space and the piece in the space back up again. So at the top, okay. This one wants to land here. See how it will land there. Move this piece away, the space down, the piece in, and the piece in the space back up. Okay, so you can do Formula A. Line it up, out, down, in, up. And you only do this for one side because it does mess up all of the other sides. So if you have any other side that's done, you don't want to do Formula A. So here's one, out, down. So it's a shortcut. Okay. This piece lines up with the white, so that's not going to help. This piece lines up with the red. Okay, so this piece goes away. The space it's going to land in comes down. The piece goes into the space, and the piece in the space go back up again. Okay, so we can do Formula A. It lines up properly. Okay. Okay. All right. So out, down, in, up, and set the top. Okay. Out, down, in, up. Okay. Okay. So, out, down, in, up. Ta-da! Here's another one. So I can do it, Formula A, but only for one side. That one doesn't line up. That one doesn't line up. That one does. So, sorry, camera. Out, down, in, up. Okay. Out, down, in, up. Out, down, in, up. But it only works on one face. Okay. This one. Again, you line it up. Out, down, in, up. This is a shortcut. And then the rest are on the bottom. Makes it harder to do, but not impossible. Okay, so we go up. I'm going to do Formula B on this one. Up, down, down. Anyway, so there's that. So to demonstrate, if I wanted to put this piece up here, I can either muscle it into place if I don't care what else gets moved. But that's not the way to do it. I can use Formula A to get it up there if it's the first base. But if I use Formula A to get it up there, out, down, and up, it moved up there, but it offset other things as well. So the way you really want to place it is with Formula B. So you line it up, go up, slide to a different column, second up, reverse down, reverse down, set the top. Okay, here's a blue, line it up, slide to a different column, second up, reverse down, set the top. Okay. It's lined up, slide up, reverse down, set the top. And again, line it up, slide up, reverse down. And so we're not, it looks like we're moving two pieces around. We are not. We're always moving three. But two of them were the same color, so it looked like it was just two pieces. We're always moving three. Ta-da! All right. Let's finish the white here. So let's move these pieces out. I'm going to treat these as one piece so I can get it up there. Well, up, down, okay, and I can do this with A again if I want. Up, down, in, up. Out, down, in, up. Okay, and one more. Okay, so okay, it's I move it up, slide the top to put it in a different column. That's my second column up, reverse, and the edges are done to keep me on track of which row I'm on if it's a large cube and I get confused. Sorry, trying not to cough in your face. In your ear, I don't know. Okay, so the white, okay, one more here. So where's the white? There it is right here. So, not quite lined up. There it's lined up. So that's going to land right there. So, I go, alright, so I go up, slide to a different column, second up, reverse, and like I said, my edges is there to keep me track of what columns there are if it's a big cube. Okay, so white face is done. I can do like outside in. I can pick a color and finish it. I usually just I will typically pick two sides and move up whatever wants to. I'll move up. So, for example, if with orange and green, I'm going to move up every green I have, and also every red I have, because red has to go move twice anyway. And then I will bring down every orange and blue, and then I will move to a different face, because that seems to be the easiest way to do it. So, I start with putting the ones there that I want there. Okay, so these don't want to go there. I have to line it up so it's advantageous. Okay, so these two will land where these two are. Okay, so I go up, slide to a different column, second up, reverse, down, reverse, down. And again, the edges are there as a visual clue so I don't get lost. Those pieces are there. Here's these two pieces. I don't really want to bring down a blue. Doesn't help to bring down a green. That's another blue. Alright. Okay, so these pieces are going to bring down this red and this yellow. So I go up, move it to a different column over here, second up, reverse, down, reverse, down, And they're there. Here's a green. It's going to land where this yellow is. That's okay. Up, up, down, down. Set the top. Okay. Here's a red. Okay, that I want to bring down this orange. So I go up, slide, down, set the top. Okay. Here's a red that wants to up. It's going to switch. It's lined up with the red there. It's lined up with an orange here. So let's bring the orange down. So I go up, slide to a different column. Either way, doesn't matter. Second up, reverse, down, and like I said, if I go the wrong direction, the center doesn't line up, so that tells me I was going the wrong way. So that's my visual clue. There. All right. Here's a red. Do I have a yellow to bring, orange to bring down? That lines up with that orange. No, it lines up with that yellow. That's okay. So up, slide up, reverse, down, okay. This yellow lines up with this orange. So I'm going to bring the orange down, up, down, set the top. Okay. Here, okay, this orange is lined up with this blue, so let's put this blue up, slide to a different, nope, that's the same column, has to go to a different column, up, down, set the top. Okay. Now this yellow is lined up with that orange. Up, slide to a different column, up, reverse, down, set the top. Okay. I want to bring down and put a red up, maybe bring down a blue. That's the red. That's the green. That's the green. So I can't conveniently move this up. So now I'll flip and go to a different two columns. Now I will bring oranges up. Up, down, and just lather, rinse, repeat, more of the same. Let me finish my greens. Actually, let me move my blues out of the way and do those. Here's a green. All right. All right. Let's get rid of these reds. Up, down. And it's just a flip of the coin how I'm feeling. Like I said, I can go outside in. Let's do the corners. And here I get bored. And I do something else. So up, down. So when I'm playing with my cubes, the cubes are very straightforward. It's just lather and repeat over and over and over again. The minxes, however, are add another, because there's so many different sides and so many different colors. It's more like jumping the knight on the chessboard rather than moving the queen. So when I want to just meditate, I'll do my cubes. When I want to distract myself from something else, and then I'll do my minxes. So here's some reds. Bring these up to the the reds. I'm going to go to the top. Okay. How much can I do? I'm going to do this 6 set here. Up. I like to move as many pieces as I can, because a big chunk as I can, because sometimes things just automatically fall into place. So here's a yellow, doing corners now. I can bring the blue down or the green down. The green has more red corners, so I'm going to bring it down. Up, down, down. And here, like I said, just pick a piece that's wrong, throw it in its direction, and don't worry about it. And then lather, rinse, repeat. Don't worry about it. So, up, down, down. Okay. Here's some more red. Here's some red. I'm working with the corners first so I can line them up better. There's a green. Up, down, down. And I don't care about speed. I just pick a piece that's wrong, throw it in that direction. Here's a yellow that's wrong. It's on the front face, wants to go to the top, put yellow on top. It'll bring down this blue. I don't want to do that, so I'll work with this blue again. Blue instead. Okay? And that will bring down these 3 greens. Up, down, down, and set. And then here's 3 greens. Ha-ha! And I'll like biopic. I'll work from the outside and I'll get closer and closer to the middle. So here's 3 greens. They can replace with these 3, red, yellow, red, and red. Up, down, down. And it's all just play. Just pick a piece that's wrong, throw it in the direction you want it to go. Okay? Now I can throw this blue and bring this orange down. Up, down, down. Ta-da! All right, I'm getting bored, and hungry, so it's time for me to go feed my face. Thank you guys for joining me. I love you all. I appreciate your time and comments when you do. Go have a wonderful day. Go play in the sun or snow, wherever you are. I don't care. Go have a fun day, and I will be back when I'm back. Bye, you guys.